Before I'll tell you my story, I want to do welcome to all of you, but in Indian style, Indian train style. Okay? How many people understand English? No, everyone. Okay. See, Uh, when I on 23rd I arrived here in Hong Kong and I traveled in train, and your train is very quick, very fast, and how Indian trains go is like they starts very slowly, and then they runs fast. But in Hong Kong they runs like very quickly. So I want to do welcome to all of you in Indian train style. Okay. So this is a station, and this is a train. Okay. Once trains comes front of station, everyone have to be clapped one time. Okay. Once this hand comes front of here, so everyone have to be clapped one time. Okay. Let's try one time. Okay. And I want everyone have to be clapped together. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for clapping me. Uh, Basically, I run Oscar Foundation. Oscar Foundation, it's based in Mumbai, and it is very hard to basically what Oscar does. We use football to reduce school dropout ratio, and we empower children about educations, and also we gives awareness about drugs and addiction things. So it is very hard to point out to say you. Oscar started with an incident, and that incident inspired me to build an Oscar program. So I lives in Ambedkar Nagar. Ambedkar Nagar, it's a low-income community in South Mumbai base. And my father is a fisherman, and my whole community, I think 70% my community lives depends their livelihood depends on fishing, and yeah. So my father want to give me very strong education, so he enrolled me in a BMC school. BMC school, it's one of the government school, and government schools education is very bad. So he enrolled me in that schools, and where I used to go with my school friends, uh, and we completed our fourth standard very easily, very quickly. We don't know properly how to read Hindi and how to write Hindi, and we completed our fourth standard. And we went in fifth standard. Our next to my school, there is one local fishery. So my friend, every day morning 10 o'clock, we get 30 minutes break time. So for a breakfast. So that 30 minutes, my friend utilized to earn money when we were 11, 12 years old. And they goes and within hour, they earn money 100, 4 pound to 5 pounds in the UK. So, sorry, US pound. So, and they started regularly to go on that local fishery. And when their parents got this information, so when my friends' parents shouted them, so my friends, they were very smart. What they started half salary to their family, and half salary they took themselves. And and then slowly they totally drop out school, and they started full-time work, and they started giving more money to their family. And their family thought, oh, at least our kids not study, they are earning money in very early age. So they appreciated their money, and um, whatever money they took themselves, they don't know how to utilize that money. So my all friends, they sit together and they started playing cards. And whoever wins, he gives party. So then they started drinking, smoking, gambling, and that all activity builded good rapport to all between my all friends. So and if someone fight with other groups, they all goes together and they fight with them. So this kind of activity they regularly started, and then my friends' parents, they got this information. So they thought their children going out of their hand. So they came up. They said we have to give them more responsibility, so they can leave their they will engage with their responsibility. So they came up on one good solution, and that is marriage. So in 17, 18 age, my all friends are married. Now they are 23, 22 years old, and they have 2, 3 children, and they all calls me uncle. So yeah. So and when I was in 10th standard, till first standard to ninth standard, I didn't wear shoes and belt. I thought when I saw my school friends, I thought this thing is very expensive. That's why I'm not getting, and when that's why my father is not providing. But when I went in 10th standard, I wear shoes and belt, and I feel very proud, good. And then in school that time, English in government school, English introduced after 5th standard, and I always scared with English, so I don't know how to read English at that time in my 5th standard, and to write here, English. So till 5th standard to ninth standard, I never passed in English subject. And in 10th standard, there is a board exam. So in 10th standard, we have to be complete all subject at a time, once a time. Then we will pass 10th standard. So, and I always scared with my father because he is very strict. Still, he is very strict. So, and I thought in 10th standard I will be not pass because in English subject, how can I pass? Because I don't know anything about English. So I built a good strategy in final exam with my school friends, and I told them, please help me in English subject. And they written all the answer on question paper, and they throw out on my table. And I cheated, and I passed my 10th exams. And my family was very happy, and I was very happy. Uh, and then I took admission in college, and I was very sad because in college, in 11th standard, all subject in English, and I don't know how to do, what to do. So my interest was lacking from my education, and in 11th standard, I only attend exam, and I write in a exam only match the column and fill in the blanks. And I passed my 11th exam. I don't know how I passed and passed. And when I went in 12th standard, then there is also a board exam. So we have to be pass all subject at a time, once a time. So, and I thought this time I will not pass because I don't have a good friend like school. So, and my father came and he said, Ashok, you have to be, you complete your education, but you have to be start work as well. So, and because of family problem, so I started working with a Magic Bus. Magic Bus is one of the, and in 12th standard I failed, and I quit my, I dropped, I gapped 3 years my education, and in 2006 I joined at Magic Bus. Magic Bus is one of the NGO which is use sports for a community development, and they given me three slums, which is Dharavi. Dharavi is Asia's biggest slums. So they given me that, and one Ray Road and Mankur, 3 community they given, and I started working in 3 different community. And then I saw whatever issue I saw in my community, I saw same kind of problems in that community. One day I was coming from my job by walk in my house, and I caught 2 boys from my community. They were smoking, and they saw me, and they hid behind car. And when I went my house, I shared that incident with my elder brother. And my brother said me, Ashok, even I saw them, they were drinking. And suddenly I realized my friend's story. And I said, I thought these dropout kids should be know about my friend's story and my story. So, and then I took one meeting with 18 dropout kids, and I told them, you want to play football? They said, yes, we want to play football. I said, okay, whoever interested, come on ground, we'll play together. And I never accepted they will become on ground. And they all came on time. And that time I didn't have football. So, but I'm good in energizer and fun activity. So I took a fun activity and team building activity. And I told them, come next week, definitely I'll give you football. And they came next week, and I introduced football. First day, 25 kids were in my clubs, and in between 25, 8 kids were failed in school, and their all parents came and they shouted me. They said, you are responsible for their education. I said, how come I am responsible? They said, you teaching football and they only playing football. And I said, I'm teaching only once a week for 2 hours. So how come? So they said, every day they telling your name, Ashok Bhaiya, Ashok taking us to, Ashok teaching us football, and that's why we going. And that's why you are responsible. I said, and then I realized these things should be know all parents. And I took a parents meeting and I told them, I'm teaching only once a week, 2 hours, and if they are going on, if they are going other day, I'm not responsible. And then I took another meeting with all boys, and I told them, if you want to play football and if you want to participate in competition, you have to be go regularly school. Your behavior should be good, and you don't have to be use foul language, and you don't involve with addiction. So these 4 things we put it in front of them. I kept these things, and if they all these 4 things they follow, we will select them for a competition, and we will give them different kind of exposure. So then after 1 year, I saw a lot of changes in children behavior. So then I thought these things should be know their all parents, and I took again parents meeting, and I told all kids, you tell whatever experience you feel from Oscar. And they shared their experience in front of their parents. They said, we had fun, we went to camp, we played with high schools, and we made good friendship, and we are going now regularly schools. All these things they shared with their parents, and their parents were very happy that time. And I thought this is the right time to put my points. And then I told them, okay, you are doing really great work, and you take care of your kids, and you giving such kind of good opportunity to your boys for their career. Why you are not giving all this opportunity to your girls? They said, we can't give we can't send our girls to play football. I said, why? So they were, parents were very dependent on 12, 13 years girls. They doing all housework. They washing clothes, they making food, they take care of small children, all these things. So if they girls will go to play football, who will do that work? So they said, and then I said, okay, if you will not send your girls to play football, we can't teach your boys. And everyone quiet. They said, don't do this. So we said, okay, but we feel girls and boys both are equal. And then they said, okay, we will send once week, 1 hour. I said, that's good. And it will not happen. And it took me 3 years to create a girls program, girls football program in Oscar. And last month in October, we created girls football program, and we have 22 girls in our program. And this is a good thing for, I know it's very small number, but initially it is good number for us. Basically 2 years I didn't told my father about Oscar program, and after in 2008 I feel inside I have to be say to this program for my father. And then I told my father, I'm running Oscar program in my community, and I have I'm running an Oscar program in my community, and I'm 40 kids we have. So they said, my father strongly said, don't do these things. And because of whatever you teaching, it's a good thing. But if someone get injury, their parents will not think you are doing you are giving good things to their kids. They will see their children get injury. So don't do these things, and just focus on your career, and continue your education. And in 2009, I got Real Hero Award and all media coverage, because Bollywood superstar given me that award. And my father.
No problem. Okay. You can do your PowerPoint now.
Okay.
Do you have any photos you'd like to
Yeah, I want to show my photos, and this.
Yeah, please. And also we have time for questions. So Ashok, please start the PowerPoint. Ashok 就有啲相準備咗俾你哋嘅喎，咁俾你睇下印度嘅情況。
And this is Oscar, all boys, and we feel everyone is equal. There is no distance. community, Ambedkar Nagar, where I'm living, and most of kids comes from this community. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Ashok.
Yeah, most of kids comes from this community. Yeah, this is our low-income community. Yeah, and this is a World Trade Center, very famous building in Mumbai. Yeah, this is gambling happens. This kind of yeah. And this is a school dropout kids. He's a 20 years old, and now he realized I have to be study. Now he's in 5th standard. In night school, he goes, he works, and also he goes for night school. This is also, always empowers, you have a potential, you can do. This is it feels teamwork and friendships, so yeah. So concentration and learn from other friends. Yeah, we can smile. Yeah, basically we learn from kids and kids learn from us. So we are very open to learn from kids. Yeah, basically it took girls that didn't get opportunity like boys. So now we have a girls team. Yeah, this is a girls boys team, girls team, yeah, football team. Yeah, we have an education center, we have a one community center, and where those have a school dropout and those kids don't have a basic education, so we teach them basic maths, English, Hindi. Yeah, this is our young leaders. Yeah, I trained 10 young boys from my clubs, so now they are teaching younger children. So these are our achievements. Last month we won under 16 tournament. Yeah, I got that actor. He's a very famous Amir Khan. Yeah, Three Idiot movie. Yeah. Yeah, he is also Bollywood actor. He is Kapil Dev, cricketer. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
咁樣咧，我哋而家有個 question and answer session 喎，有冇人有啲 questions 俾 Ashok? Do you have any questions for Ashok after hearing his presentation? Yes, let me pass you the microphone.
Well, hello. Thanks for your sharing. And I would like to know what's the biggest difficulty you have met in this activity, in this education. Because my friend was do the same thing, like the children education, and they think the parents is hard to solve the parents' problem. So I would like to know, can you give me some experience or about this topic? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Basically, first time when I started, that time also I faced same kind of problems with the parents. And parents not ready to send their boys because they thought if boys will go to play football, they will not focus on their education. And then we took one-on-one, I visited, spoken with parents one-on-one. And I told them, you have to be give them, you have to be allowed to play football them. And because kids are not listening to their parents, so because they're giving back answer to their parents. So we told them, you put give and take condition with the boys, your children. So you tell them, we will allow you to play football, but you have to be complete your homework. You have to be complete our housework. You have to be take care, whatever. You keep this give and take. Then their kids will realize, oh, my parents, they are thinking about me. They are allowing me for playing footballs. So that things quite helped us. And now their parents are implementing these things. You want to go play, you want to play football? Complete your homework. Yeah,
Very good incentive. Okay, we have time for one more question.
Hello.
Hello.
Because we just start our social enterprise recently, so our question is more practical. Where is your funding come from to start up and also to keep it sustainable?
Yeah, basically, it's funding when I started. So 2 years I didn't get any support from anywhere. So, but I took a very small honorarium from kids. So like a membership. So children started, I told them, you can play better football, but we don't have fund to give you more equipment. So children started giving monthly 30 rupees. It's very, I don't know how much it is, like 4 Hong Kong dollars monthly. So we started that things, and then after that I started taking fellowship from different NGOs. So like Youth Venture, Ashoka Youth Venture, Unlimited India, Change Looms. So this kind of those who believes in youth idea. So we started taking fellowship from different, and then I got Real Hero Award. They given good funding to like fellowship. So and that money I utilized for this program, and now we are registered. So and also we built our 4 days training model. Now we have a generating model. So whichever NGOs want sports training, so we gives them 4 days training model and we charge them money. So yeah, basically we takes money from our trainings.
Okay, we will have more time to speak to the speakers during lunch. A big round of applause for Ashok.
Yeah, thank you. Before I go, I want to say one thing.
Of course.
Yeah, it takes
One thing.
30 seconds. Yeah. For these things, I want to say it's very important to show your because we are only in same age. So we show. I want to say I learned from my life. I experienced that. Show your courage, and you will get automatically support from others, parents, and from other people. So just show your courage. You want to do something for good society, and you will get support, and your challenges will go like this. So just show your courage. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.